My wife is itchy. Hey, so you know what? We thought we did a shepherd's pie video before and we haven't. So we're like panicking. We've already made a bunch of the stuff, but we still have to make it all still for the rest of it. So this is our version of shepherd's pie, which all the Brits out there will call cottage pie because we're using beef, not lamb. So if you're using beef and you're calling it shepherd's pie, you're wrong, you're lying to everybody. It's actually cottage pie. So let's hit it. So first thing up here is I'm just getting the ground beef ready. And let me just give this a quick stir and I'll tell you what I hit this with. Lisa chopped up a bunch of onions. So finely chopped onions there, probably about, how much onions did you put per batch?
I don't know, about a quarter, and the onion was about the size of a softball.
So my packs are 4-pound packs of beef. So I do 2 pounds at a time, so it's easier to manage. Again, using this awesome tool from Pampered Chef. As you can see, it is designed to keep ground beef all minced up nice so that you don't get big lumps. And so I hit it with a little bit of garlic powder. Don't be shy with the Worcester sauce. And fresh ground pepper. And I love my new Killer Hogs barbecue rub, so I throw a little bit of that in there too. And a little sea salt. So I'll let you know when this is done. And basically all I add is like this. Confident cooking, know your tastes, know what you like. As a Worcester, and garlic powder. I don't use onion powder because I've already put in a nice amount of onions. And a little bit of Killer Hogs. A few grinds of fresh ground pepper. Oh yeah, mix that all in there. Use this amazing Pampered Chef tool. Mixes and sorts so well. Okay, and we'll let this cook and we're just about ready to make our first pies. Okay, once you get all your spices in there, and don't forget to drain all the fat off, which I already did, no sense in making you watch that. Then I use some Green Giant frozen corn, troll some of that in there, and also peas and carrots, and I'm going to put in about that much. I've got a big frozen bowl at the top. There we go. And you got to mix those in there, cut your heat a little bit. Get the ones you threw on the stove, mix those all in. So at this point you've already spiced up however much spices you want in there, whatever you want to put in there. Mix the spices and a little bit of cornstarch and some salt and pepper and all that to get it all set up the way you like. Cornstarch will thicken your sauce up a little bit. And so now we'll just simmer this off a little and get it all mixed up. And this is going to be your base. Of course, the main ingredient for your cottage pie, not shepherd's pie. Okay, there, let's have a look at that. Okay. And again, this is all about you. How do you like it? How much corn do you put in? How much peas? How much carrots? How much spices? You know what? That's entirely up to you. And now I'm going to show you the game changer. All right, this is my game changer, HP sauce. So I like to stick a good little squirt in there. Okay, so my batches are done in 2s. I do 2 out of the 4 pounds at a time. So I will not add that into the second 2 pounds just because you don't want it to overpower. But you can put it in here, mix this up, and then as you'll see, I'm doing 4 pounds of ground beef today. And my wife is doing, how many pounds of potatoes are you going to do, sweetie?
So far I've got 5 pounds of potatoes done.
So 10 pounds of potatoes it will take to make these up. We'll show you how we sort them out. So, oh yeah, look at that. Alright, so we've got pretty much 10 pounds of ground beef done up, and I'm gonna give this all a mix. And the reason that I don't just batch in as I go, and that I put it in a big pot like this, or a big bowl rather, and mix it all up, is because the way I cook, I don't use a measuring thing. I don't measure. Each one is kind of tailored to taste. So that way when we mix it all together like this, all the beautiful flavors are nice and uniform. So now we'll start, and we got one pot done of potatoes. Now we got to start making this up. So I had to jump in here, little B-roll for you. There was some controversy over shepherd's pie versus cottage pie. So for the remainder of the video, I will refer to it as shepherd's pie to avoid the confusion and what most people are used to calling it, even though it's cottage pie because it's beef. So we'll call it shepherd's pie. How's that? All right, so we use these tins that we get from the store, and we make up, I think, well, we'll see how many we get today. So Lisa's layering in the beef and vegetable and seasoning goodness. And how thick do you put these?
I usually do about half. Let me do half meat and half potatoes.
Half meat, half potatoes. Equal opportunity supper. Okay, so get all that in there. We also make a few of these little ones for lunches. They're real handy just to throw in your lunch on a day when there's no leftovers. So we'll make a couple of these. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 big ones, 3 little lunch size ones, and 1 mediocre size one. That's bananas. Now the potato dressing comes into play, I mean. So my wife has this down to an art. She doesn't just plop. The wrist is going, the twist, the turns. Nothing but excitement here. This is better than NASCAR. Okay? So get it all in there nice and smooth, because we put these in the freezer, all of these. So you got to get it all smoothed down nice, and then we wrap them in foil. And then once they're in there and frozen, they can be stacked. Alrighty, so we got 4 big, let's get all these dimensions here, 4 big shepherd's pies, 1 mediocre shepherd's pie, and 3 lunch size that are just little guys, but they're just right for lunch. So there's the quick and dirty version of shepherd's pie in our house. So it's not about following a recipe again, as within a lot of our stuff. Put in what you like, flavor it how you like. It's like meatloaf. You can make it any way you want. Make it yours. So, anyways, that is Shepherd's Pie Sunday. So, take care, everybody, and stay safe.